Welcome back. So let's extend our code a little bit so that when we actually log in, we want to redirect ourselves to the actual products page right here. So let's try and figure that one out. So what we'll do is we'll go into our code right here and we'll add another thing right here called, let's put in the router right here. There's one called router. And the router is going to be of the type router like this. And then we have the router. Let's actually rename this guy. I want this one to be with the underscores. Well, always when you see small things that you want to change to something that looks a little bit more correct, just go and do it, right? So now we have the router available right here. Now what I want to do is, when I actually get a token back, I'm just going to say if there is a token, and the token has an actual JWT, like this, then I want to redirect myself. And I can do that with the router. So I'll say this router right here, and I'll say navigate by URL. And where do I want to go? Well, let's just go to I want to just see if I go to neither of these, nothing is going to happen right now. So we'll go and change that later. But for now, let's just say we're going to go to the products page whenever we get that login available right here. So we'll say products, and then automatically it'll be redirected to that URL right here. And again, you can see that with the app routing. It's going to be the same name like the one you see right here in the app routing. And then that will redirect me again to this products module. And the products module has its own routing module that then says you need to load the products list. Try this out now inside our login page right here. I'll log in again, LUL, I'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's log in, and maybe 5, 6, let's log in. And then I get redirected to the page, and I already loaded my components right here. So, or my products, sorry. So that's kind of how it works right here. And let's log out again. And now when I log out, nothing happens. And I think we'll do the same thing while we're in here. When we do the log out, I want to redirect myself back. So I'll go into my, you can put it either inside the logout inside the app component right here. We could say when we log out, just go and redirect yourself. Or we could also go all the way down to our logout down here and actually say it. But I feel that I want to do it down here. I want to log out down here. At least I want to set it up down here with let's do it with an observable again. Again, this might be overkill, but it's just again to show you guys the use of observables. So here I'll return an observable by calling off. That actually generates an observable. And then for now, let's just return true right here to say that we just logged out. Now, then we can use that later to make some manipulation and figure out if everything actually worked or we got an exception or anything. Then of course we will return false. But if we actually log out and we get true back right now, then it means that we actually did log out as expected. So let's try and actually do that. And what we'll do is we'll jump back to the app component right here, and we'll say when we log out, I want to actually subscribe to this. I'm going to get back a Boolean value, logged out, like this. Let's use a fat arrow. And then here, what we can do now is actually redirect ourselves using the router here as well. So let's just add another thing right here. We'll say private, we'll say router, type router, there we go. And then we can use this one now down here to say this.router, and then we can actually navigate by URL. And where do we want to go? Well, let's just go to the login then, or the auth right here in this case. And if we want to go further, you can actually say, if we look at this, we'll say we want to go to the auth, right? And then we want to go to the login under auth. Let's go up there. There it is, the login under auth. So if we want to go directly to that one, we can actually do that again by saying auth/login like this, and that will go directly to that route right there. So let's try and see this in action right here. When I log in now, like this, I'll do an LU, and I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll do a login, and boom, I'm being sent to the products page. When I log out, boom, I'm going back to the login page. Now there are other ways to do this, and I'll talk about those later, because we could actually maybe use our isLoggedIn to figure out if there's a token or not, since we're listening anyway. But for now, now you know a little bit about how you can make your own, in the logout, you can make your own observable very simply with the auth keyword right here and the auth method, and then just pass in some kind of value in here depending on if you're logged in or logged out. So now you have two ways to work with these observables right here. You have behavior subjects and you have simple observables just by calling off. So that's it for this lesson. Next lesson we'll just have some more fun. See you next time. Bye.